lanterns and lining them up on the porch when I heard the laughing down the street. 3 boys came tearing across our lawn and stomped every pumpkin into orange mush. My daughter ran to the window and saw the wreckage and just started crying. I carried her inside without saying a word and made her hot chocolate. You know what though? Those boys just put on a free show and we had front row seats. She sniffled and looked at me. A show? I nodded. Next year, let's sit right by the window with popcorn and actually watch. The next Halloween, we carved a dozen pumpkins and lined them across the porch. My daughter pressed her face against the window with a bowl of popcorn in her lap. When the boys came running and started kicking, she gasped and giggled at the same time. That one flew, Mom. So for the next 2 years, we carved pumpkins, watched them destroy them, then rebuilt. Then my daughter stopped eating and couldn't lift her arms some mornings. The doctors gave us a number of weeks, and my daughter made me promise we'd carve one more. So I helped her onto the porch, and she sat there wrapped in a quilt, pointing at where to scoop. Her sister carved the face while I held the pumpkin. It took us all afternoon. When we finished, I set it on the top step and lit the candle inside. I wrote, "Please don't break this one," on cardboard and propped it against the pumpkin. 4 days later, she died. I knew the teens would come for the pumpkin eventually, so I walked down the street and knocked on the lead boy's door. His father opened it, and I looked him in the eye. "My daughter just died. That pumpkin is the last memory I have of her. Please tell your son to leave it alone." He stared at me for maybe half a second, then shrugged. "That's a bummer, but it's just a pumpkin." I heard his son laugh from the kitchen. The door slammed in my face. 2 nights after we buried my daughter, I was lying in bed when I heard the laughing. I ran to the window and watched 3 shapes sprinting up our walkway. The lead boy jumped and came down on the pumpkin with both feet, and orange chunks flew across the porch. He turned and high-fived his friends, and that's when I knew he had to pay. I went upstairs and shook my other kids awake. "Get dressed. We're carving another one." We worked through the night under the porch light, scooping seeds and slicing the lid. Then I went to the garage and grabbed a cinder block I'd been saving. I set it down right in the middle of the top step. I picked the biggest pumpkin we'd ever grown and hollowed the bottom until it slipped over the concrete like a glove, hiding it completely. Then I sat by the window every night watching the street. My kids would come downstairs asking if tonight was the night. A week passed. Then I heard it, that laughing. I grabbed my phone and started recording. The lead boy came sprinting up the walkway at full speed, jumped, and brought his foot down on the pumpkin with everything he had. The sound was like a tree branch snapping. He collapsed onto the porch, screaming and rolling around. His friends froze and stared. When he turned